gang? Hope everyone's good. Not long rose up. I had a late night yesterday doing mad editing. Just up, couldn't sleep. Looking a bit grizzly, so I might have to get a haircut. But I can finally go live on this channel. I don't expect there to be numbers. I don't expect all of that kind of thing. But just happy that I can go live because sometimes I want to just jump on without having to do thumbnails and edits and all this other crap. So obviously we'll get that stuff down the line. But boy, we're back. The Premier League is back. I thought we are going to talk some Arsenal today, game week 8. And we're kind of in bits, to be honest. We play tomorrow, Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. Bournemouth. I think it's going to be a tough game. I don't think we're going to come back off the international break and be free-flowing and expansive. This is usually what happens. And then from what I'm seeing, there's another international break in November. Like we've only just finished this one, and then we've got another one coming up. So that's 3 in the winter period. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. No one cares about international football like that. Yeah, every time Arsenal have an international break, there's injuries. So let's talk about that. So Martinelli never featured for Brazil. I think Havertz pulled out the German squad. Saka, we obviously know, got taken off in the England game in the loss against Greece. And I just don't know what to make of it at the moment, because the way Arteta and Arsenal's moving, they never really want to tell you the full ins and outs on the injuries. Now, I understand they're trying to protect it and not give away certain information before certain games, but to be like, just be honest with the flipping fans, man. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what to expect in this game. I don't know who's going to be fit, who's going to be raring to go, that kind of thing. Obviously, there's still no Martin Odegaard. We know that. They're talking about November, but to be honest, probably looking like December now for Martin Odegaard. Anyone thinking before that's probably dumb, or maybe they've got some news that the rest of us ain't. But the way that I kind of, the way I feel about it, the information I got given by the club, yeah, he's going to be a long one. So everyone was getting, over gas when Rodri got injured, and I don't know why, because it's one player, and Man City are a better team than that. But since then, we've had our own injury problems this year. The injury gods have come home to roost, like I keep saying. Tommy Yasu, every time he kicks a ball, he gets injured. Timber's up and down. Ben White's been out for a minute. We ain't even heard nothing about Zinchenko. We had Raya come in and out. Saka now, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, Kai Havertz. So it's starting to come in it. It's starting to come with all these injuries. Now, does that mean we're not going to win the league this year? No. But it makes it very hard. It makes it very hard to win. It makes it very hard, you get me, and to build up momentum and to stick with the other teams when you're just getting laying down by injuries. Now, Liverpool, Alisson's out now. We don't know how long for. We don't wish bad on no players. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're getting bare injuries, you just kind of hope that it kind of levels itself out with the rest of the teams. It might sound bad, but it is what it is. But I am expecting us to beat Bournemouth. I don't think it's going to be easy. Like I said, I haven't seen us play well this season, except for the first half against PSG, just in my humble, honest opinion. And that's not me trying to put everyone down or be negative. It's just me telling the truth. However, the point that I try to make to everyone is if we're playing bad and still picking up the results, imagine when we actually start putting it together. So that's what I'm kind of hoping on. You know what I mean? I'm not going to waffle on too much. There's not too much news apart from all of the injury stuff. Big up Curtis Shaw. On his channel yesterday, he was talking about Alexander Isak possibly being a target for us. Not preparing to sign a fresh deal with Newcastle, looking for 250 a week and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know what to make of it now, but before the season started, at the end of last season, I made a video and I said in that video that Arsenal need to have all of their targets earmarked from early, yeah? And we need to be raiding the Premier League so that these players are Premier League ready. Do you know what I mean? They're Premiership ready. So the moment they start playing, it's not a league that they don't know about. They can hit the ground running, this, that, and the third. So basically, the reason why I'm saying that is because I earmarked Kudus, Isak, and Eze. Some people told me I'm mad because Eze in a left winger, all this kind of bollocks, but he can play there, so let's not bother going down that. Yeah. But I earmarked them players because they're Premiership ready, um, Premier League ready, hit the ground running. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they would suit Arsenal and suit our team. Of course, we didn't go and do that. This is what we do all the time. Arteta wants Sesko, so he's going to be keep. We don't really want Sesko. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Isak now, we don't really want him because last season I was saying yeah get him, but this season he's just shown that he's mad injury prone. So why do we want to go and spend big money or release clauses or anything like that to get another injury prone player? So for me, even if he does go for Sesko, I still feel like that's going to be a better option than Isak because I feel like Isak's just injured all the time. But really and truly, we need to be going for Glockeres, isn't it? Or Gyökeres, but we call them Glockeres over here. Gunman business. That's what we need to be doing. Anything else is long. But is Arsenal going to do that? Are we going to be releasing up clauses out here? God knows. We need help in January. I feel like we definitely do. We've been doing well to get through to where we've got to at the moment. Not lost yet. We've had a few games where we dropped points, but we haven't lost yet. So, I'm taking confidence in that. I'm feeling a bit resilient. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like the team's doing what they need to do. But has it looked great? Not particularly. Have we made it hard against certain teams? Yes, we have. But we're showing that resilience that keeps me quietly confident. Now, we got a big game this weekend on Sunday, Liverpool, Chelsea. I wanted to talk about this quickly because Liverpool have started very well. They're top of the league. They haven't lost. I know they have lost. Let me chatting shit. They have lost against Nottingham Forest. But that's the only game they've dropped points. I feel like they've got the best defense this year so far. We're 7 games in, about to start game week 8. So a lot of these shows, team of the season, combined 11, you got to realize that content creators are just struggling at the moment because it's the international break. So they have to do what they got to do. But you can't be making teams and combined 11s out of the first 7 games. I mean, that's how you know people are struggling. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't feel like we should have all of these international breaks. But here we go. Liverpool, Chelsea, Sunday. I think it's going to be a big game. Chelsea, they've been playing well as well. They've been kind of falling off at the last couple of games. They haven't looked as good, So we got to see. We got to see if Chelsea can get through these results because they got us coming up soon. They got Newcastle. They got a hard run of fixtures. Same with Liverpool because I think Liverpool play Chelsea this week and then they play us. I think the week after. So the games are coming thick and fast now. We've got some big games coming up. This is going to be the big test for Liverpool and for Chelsea because some people are saying that Liverpool are title contenders, and I believe so as well. I even believe Chelsea are. You're title contenders until you're not, until you fall away from it. So it's going to be a good test for both teams. It's going to be a good test for Liverpool and Chelsea. It's going to be a good test for Arsenal. It's going to be a good test for all of the top 6 teams because we're going to start playing each other soon. You know what I mean? Chelsea's played Man City already. They lost that game the start of the season. So they're feeling like, oh, if we played it a little bit after that, we would have had some momentum. And, I watched a video from Ches, big up Chesney. Yeah, I always see him on all these streams acting like his team's, not scared of Arsenal and this, that, and the other. Sometimes I feel like there's a bit of agenda, but we're rivals, so I understand it. But I watch these videos and you get to see people's real personalities on their own channels. And when I see Ches on some of the other shows, I don't always click with him or what he says, and just because we don't agree don't mean I don't like man. But when I see him on his own channel, he seemed a little bit more down to earth and actually admitted that Chelsea Arsenal is going to be a tough game because Chelsea Arsenal in recent years we've been dunking on these man. So just like I'm showing Chelsea respect, saying, you know what, I didn't think you were going to do well, but you've started well this year. Your manager's been putting it together, and you're up there as of now. You're up there until you're not. And if you can manage to stay there, this is the big test. He was saying that he wants a couple of draws, couple of wins out of the next 4 games. This is Chesney I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad for Chelsea, to be honest with you. Liverpool, they need to win. They must, because obviously Liverpool fans are doing a hell of a lot of talking. They were getting cussed out in the summer for not buying anyone. But at the end of the day, they still had their nucleus in it. So anyone that thought they were going to be so far off the pack are just chatting shit, in my opinion. I always thought they're still going to be in until they're not. You know, they might challenge up until February, them kind of times, or maybe go further. We don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But am I gonna ever say that they're not in it? Like, of course I'm not. Of course they're in it. Yeah, Liverpool were in it until they're not, and so were Chelsea, so were Arsenal, so were City. Do you know what I mean? If you're there, you're there until you're not. So I'm not gonna make this a long one. I'm just wanting to kind of come and chat a little bit about game week 8, Liverpool and Chelsea, because I think that's going to be a big, massive game. I can't wait for that. That's going to be the game of the weekend, in my opinion. Obviously, come on, the boys, come on, Arsenal. We need to carry on with these results, even if we're not playing well. And then hopefully we can start picking up some form. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, boom. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to smoke my zoot. Yeah, if you like music, go and check out my music channel, Views from the Bits. I got my hot picks coming up. You can follow me on Instagram as well, where we support up and coming artists. Little something different. As for me, we'll be back again on this channel soon. Views on Sport. Have a great weekend, everyone.